Hi everyone, welcome to the next video in this page from Magical Dawn by Hanna Karlzon, and we've done the first two of these necklaces and we're now on to the final one. Let me move the book and into the centre a little bit. Now this one is a little more complex. We have the ribbon, but we have beads all the way along the ribbon, and then we have quite a complex holder for our little gemstone at the bottom. I'm having a think about colours. I'd like to make it similar-ish. So this one has got a lot of silver and this one's got some silver. So I think we'll pop some silver in this one as well, just so that it sort of matches. Now this one has got a bit of purple from here, but green. I'm wondering whether to use the colours pink from here, pink and blue maybe, so that it ties up a little bit so we get a bit of a match. So that's what I'm going to do. I think we'll do the ribbon in a pink. I'm just looking at what pinks we've got. We've got this bubblegum. I think we might use that. Although it's a little bit pale. Maybe the ribbon could be any colour, couldn't it? Let's do the ribbon in bubblegum and just see how we go. Now, like our other ribbons, it's quite nice to have a little bit of white to show some shine. And I think I'm going to do a little bit in between each bead, like I did down here between these. We are a bit far away. I'm going to come in this time. I haven't been before because I was worried I would forget to move the book, but we'll have a go and fingers crossed I remember. So I'm going to start with the very top. So as I said, this is the Cobra bubblegum colour. And with this ribbon, I always think it's going to be dark where it is near the knot, so that's me starting. I'm thinking the light might make this bit a bit pale and this bit a bit pale, so I'm going to come in here and then start to fade here so that this bit's pale, and if this bit's pale, put a little bit, would just make it a bit darker there and then a bit less there, so we've got a little bit of a lighter area in here. Now here, this is a little bit easy. We've got a pale bit here where it's nearer the light, thinking of the light coming in from here. This bit might be a bit darker and this bit a bit lighter. So I'm going to instantly fade. Here we're going to put down quite a lot of layers and then fade up to there, fade up to there. Okay, now for our, we've got a knot here. With the knot, what I would normally do, the same as I did over here, is make it a little darker at the bottom and top and leave just a little bit of shine in the middle. Now here I'm just going to leave some shine in the centre of each piece of ribbon like that, and just work my way down. I need to make sure that I don't leave you behind. Then let's do a few more. Far down can we go? We'll do to here, and then we'll do this side. Then we can move the book. I'm thinking that I might do these beads in a purple. Be quite nice. I think we've used the grey on that one though. Maybe I should do them blue so it doesn't, we haven't got two purples. Up we go. No, it's just the same thing. I'm not really fading because there isn't much space. I'm actually just leaving a gap. So hopefully that's working for you. If you're not keen, just fit it in. You know, it's fine to do your own thing. Oh, we got all the way down to the bottom. And then down from this side. All the way down. And then I've got to, as I say, think about those beads. I think I will. I'm wondering about blue, because then we won't have the same colour as the string on that side. now. I've got quite a few pretty blues. I'm not going to use the Starry Night because it bleeds into white. I don't think I'm going to be using any white, but just in case. So I've got the Zephyr blue and the Galaxy blue. What did we use before? We used the Galaxy blue, so let's use the Zephyr blue this time, just so it's a bit different. Oh, Zephyr blue. I'm going to start at the bottom with the beads. I'm going to do the same as I did with these beads over here. So dark at the bottom and then lighter to the top, so you get a bit of a shine. Okay, and it's just going to be the same on each one. Working through. There's quite a lot of debris on my book. My pencil, I opened my pencil sharpener and some of the sharpenings went on the page. Well, just bits of lead. I'm going to give it a brush. I've been delaying because I had some wet pen, but I think that's probably dried now. This is quite a dark, like an indigo blue. You might think it's a little bit dark to go with the ribbon. I'm wondering that myself, to be honest. I've started, so I'll finish. Do you remember whose catchphrase that was? If you're in the UK, that was Paul Daniels, I think, wasn't it? Oh, I've gone out of shot almost. Just doing this one. I met him once. He's a lovely chap, and his wife. I was at an eBay University conference. They did a sort of free teaching course for any eBay sellers who wanted to get some help and advice. And him and his wife came in towards the end, his wife Debbie McGee of course, and sat behind us. And we did chat to them, which was rather nice. I tried to pretend I didn't know who they were, because I don't know, there were people asking him for his signature and things like that, and that sort of thing makes me feel a little bit embarrassed somehow. I don't know why. I mean, I assume he's probably flattered, but I don't know. I would feel, if it was me, I would feel a little bit embarrassed if people asked me that. So anyway, I'm putting the shine in the same place each time when it probably might not be, because of the shape of the ribbon. Anyway, but yeah, I remember we were talking a little bit about our business, eBay business, and they were telling us what they were doing, and we were telling them what we were doing. I was with my husband. This was pre-children, a long time ago. Obviously, Paul Daniels had passed away quite a while ago. And then I remember going off in the break to the loo, as you tend to, and I got a bit lost leaving. I was turned the wrong way, and I sort of almost bumped into him, and I was like, oh sorry, I got lost. And he said, oh, you get used to having to find your direction when you come to lots of different places all the time. And I just sort of went, yeah, I guess you would. And I still pretended that I didn't know who he was, or didn't want to acknowledge that I knew who he was. I just felt a bit, I don't know, a bit uncomfortable. Once I'd been talking to him for a while, to then go, oh, do you know what I mean? It's a bit weird. Now, purple. I'm going to use the space, because as I said, we've used the grape already. So I'm going to use space. We've used it a little bit on the top of there, actually, didn't we? I'm pointing, you can't see. On the lid. I think it'll be okay. I'm going to use it for these. They're so pretty. This is such an intense colour. I'm going to try and put more on the edge than in the centre, like that. And I'm going to use it for these as well. I think I'm going to use some pink though. I realise I've already used some pink. I mean some more. Now we have a fancy pink. We have the plum pudding. We have the cyanide pink. We have the delicious pink, the pig's ear. They're quite pale. I wonder if we have any pinks in the skin tones that might work. What's that? We have a pretty pink. They're all much of a muchness, aren't they? What's that one? Fairy floss. No, not keen on either of those in the sense that they're not much different to what I've got already. I think I'm going to use the cyanide pink. This is quite a different tone. There we go. And I'm actually going to do this stone with it. So in a similar way to this one, I'm going to make it more intense at the top and then just fade it down to the bottom. Really, I'm going to keep it very simple for this one. Like that, and the same one here. Now there we go. Now I think the ladybug is quite a pinkish red. It might work. I'm just going to... No, it's not. I am wrong. What about this red? The watermelon. That's better, isn't it? Yeah. This watermelon is a pinky red from the Black Widow set. I'm going to use it for these in here. I want to layer it up quite a bit so you can see that it's not the same colour as this. And I will also be using it for these. And a little bit more too. These. Now I'm thinking, we've got blue beads, we haven't got anything else that's blue. So let's use a little bit of blue. This very pretty one here, the blue horizon, for those. So these sort of half semicircles. And make those blue. Oh, that's pretty. I do like this blue. And I'm going to do these in this blue, and I'm going to try to make them darker around the outside and leave a lighter bit in the middle, just like I have done on some of the other squarish shapes. And at no surprise to anyone, I will also be using some greythorn to make some silver. I haven't met many other celebrities. I've seen Eddie Edwards and Keith Allen in my town. They live near where I live. That's about it really. I'm not sure whether to do the background of this and this in blue. I think I will. Oh, but that's blue. It's the same colour. Never mind. It's too late now. Make it darker here and a bit lighter towards the middle. Yeah, leave in the comments names of people you've met. You might, if you're not from the UK, you might have to tell me who they are. But I've just told you, Keith Allen, he's an actor. Eddie Edwards, he was a famous ski jumper in the Winter Olympics. Now, as not being a very snowy country, we don't normally have many people in the Winter Olympics, so having someone like him was quite an interesting experience for us. He lost, but that's okay. He had a go. He's got an interesting story. Greythorn. So for these, we'll start here, putting down some layers at the edge, and leaving a gap in the centre. Same here. Here we'll do a gap at the bottom, and here at the top. I have seen royalty as well. I think a lot of people, if you know, I meet people say from America, one of the first things some of them will ask me is, have you met the Queen? Obviously our Queen is no longer with us, but no, I'd never seen the Queen. But I had seen, not met, but seen the Queen Mother and Princess Anne, her daughter. My grandmother met Prince Charles, now the King Charles. And I'm going to grab some white, if I can find where I threw it. I literally threw it back in the pencil case. And I'm not going to do all the beads like the last one, they're beads. We're going to do the gemstones. So on these we've got black marks, we're going to follow that. These have got a line in the middle, so I'm just going to use that. Put a tiny dot in the centre of each of those. Now these, the dot in the middle I think, because these are small. A little bit there, a little bit there, each side. Now I think we need a few more lines and dots. This doesn't look particularly gemstony, so I'm just putting a bit more white in. There we go. Okay, so there is that one done. The camera seems quite slowly to so that it doesn't make you feel funny. Ooh, there we go. Okay, so there is that one done. So thank you so much for watching. I hope that you have a really super day and happy colouring.